Hello again, Taraj42 here with another Hyperlight Drifter video. This one might be a little short. That's the intention, or the hope. It's been a long time since I've made one of these, and the main thing that I want to do is talk about all of the changes that has happened in the previous patches. Because when I first made those secret videos, it was on like the first week, and it's been like 3 months since then. The game's received quite a few patches, but overall the changes aren't that major. So let's see. First we'll go to the east zone. I just want to touch on each area a little bit, and then we'll come back to town to finish off the series. East is still my favorite area, just for the aesthetic. I recently played through, well, one of the, probably the most significant change that has happened in all these patches is that they added a cooperative mode, so I can pause and then turn co-op on. And I played this game with a friend of mine. On the internet he goes by Prophet Zopu. And so I got to see him experience the game for the first time, and I got to try co-op for the first time. That was pretty fun. We recorded it, but it didn't turn out that well, so I don't know. He might upload it to his channel. He also might just do nothing with it. Oh, this guy's not spawning because I entered the room from the top, and the trigger for him to spawn is somewhere down here. There we go. I'm always doing things the game doesn't expect me to. This room is actually easier than it was originally. This last wave used to include 2 of the large beasts, or the man-eaters. Yeah, that's their name. But yeah, we'll go over co-op probably in a follow-up video, where we actually do co-op. But if you'll notice to the left there's something underneath that flower. This is probably the most prominent change, or the biggest change to kind of like the nature of the game outside of the co-op, because what this is a secret marker, and they put these in a whole bunch of places, and I don't know what exactly the reason they did this is, because people had already found, I think, all of the secrets, more or less. And so did they add these in because they wanted the people that hadn't yet found the secrets? Did they want it to be easier to find the secrets? Or were like not enough people finding them? I don't know their exact reasoning, but a lot of the hidden things are now noted by that symbol. I feel like this one in particular, because there's a few that I want to highlight. I'm sure there's some better examples. I recently replayed this game live on Twitch and commented on all the different stuff, and I tried to remember where the best ones or the worst ones were, and I have a couple that I'll show you. This is one that I feel is sort of unnecessary because it's just a Gearbit. Like, all of the modules, all of the keys and outfits, everything like that should definitely be marked. But for Gearbits, since there's more than you actually need to unlock everything, I think it's okay to make them a little harder to find, and I liked that. So I feel like this one is a little too helpful, if you know what I'm saying. I liked that some things were more inconspicuous. Now there are definitely some areas that I think this was a much needed marker, and we'll try and find a couple of those. But there are some places that don't exist. Also, you can't sit on elevators. That is actually the most significant change since the original version, and I'm still bitter about that. So they added a platform right here. You'll remember previously you had to circle around and activate the invisible platforms. Or I guess the they're not invisible. If they were invisible, we could still stand on them. But you had to activate platforms and then dash off the corner of one to get down to this, and it was a really tight jump. So it looks like they added in a platform to make that easier. So that is a good change. And you can see here by the tree there's that secret marker again. And I think this one, like, sort of the explorers in us, you'll want to go stand at the edge of each area, and then when you do, you'll see your sprite is like, oh, there's a thing here. So I don't think that one was necessary, really, but since it's leading to a monolith, I'm glad that it's there, because these are the things that you want people to find. And then here's another secret marker kind of pointing you at this thing, which I think is good for this one in particular, because there's a lot of times that these ones, especially anything where you have to like really pan the camera to see, because the camera doesn't always pan, and I don't know if that's just a bug or what, but sometimes it doesn't work. Let's see. There's one more thing I want to go over here to show you, and then we'll do north next. Ow, nice shot. So I actually don't have projectile deflection. That's my favorite way to deal with them. In fact, I haven't bought any upgrade other than the multi-dash, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time that I've played through the entire game without spending any money. I did it once before, like to collect everything, so I guess that's not the first time I've done it. But I went on this save to beat the final boss without upgrades and do everything else. It was a little more difficult, because since they added in the extra Gearbits, and actually in the original videos that I did there were 176 Gearbits. Then he added 9, 3 from enemy drops in each zone, north, east, and west, not in the south. And then the only other difference is he added a single Gearbit as well as an achievement for completing one of the sort of mini games. And we'll touch on that at the very end of the video. So here's another one. Like, you can clearly see that there's something over there you should get. The barricade's already down because I've unlocked it, because this is a completed save. And then you get over here and there's no secret indicator of any kind, and that's good. This area didn't need it because you could see, oh, there's a platform. I want to get to that. Like, the trees kind of obfuscate the pathway, but that's about it. So I think that's good. Also, I'm pretty sure that I didn't come down and get this health kit in my Eastern Zone video, which fortunately, of all the things that I miss, it's just a health kit. But I did try my best to show off all the secrets, which, you know, weirdly enough, this room, like, it's leading you to the right, sort of. Like, left side's got a wall, bottom's got a wall, you're surrounded by fire, but the room is also somewhat leading you up, and I actually never bothered to go up, because, like, I saw, oh, I can go to the right, so I just went to the right. But because the secret marker's here, it occurred to me, like, oh, you know, there might actually be something up here. And what do you know? There's a health kit. So I actually had never been here until I noticed that secret marker, so they make a difference. Is there a health kit I can grab? No, okay. But that's it for this area. So we'll go north and show you a couple more examples of these secret markers. So let's see. One other thing I want to kind of highlight or give a shout out to is someone has made an interactive version of the detailed map that I linked to in one of the previous videos. So originally, and I've forgotten the names, but I'll put everything in the description below. Someone went through, and I don't know if they took screenshots or ripped the images, but he compiled a map of the area and put the locations of everything on it graphically. that was then taken and improved upon, and now it has been taken and made interactive. So it shows all of the stuff, where the modules are, where the keys are, where the outfits are, and you can click something to add a marker, you can right click it to hide it. So it makes it a lot easier and graphical to keep track of what you have and haven't collected. So that can really help. In addition to the save checker that someone else made. There's a lot of cool stuff that people have made in the Hyperlight Drifter community for tracking down those secrets, and you can see there's another marker right here, this one leading to the invisible pathway to Gearbit. So I definitely like them in general. I think they're a really good addition. I just feel like they weren't implemented or weren't placed as best they could be. Ow. I still can't dash, even after all this time. Just bonking the walls. Okay, there's rocks on the stairs. It's like, I didn't hit that. And then again, there's one over there. That one leads to Monoliths important. Let's see. You can see to the left there was something. Oh, this one's good. So it's a secret thing right here. It's like, you should want to try to go down the stairs, and there's a box right here that contains a Gearbit that you can't really see the box. If the box was partially exposed, which maybe it is and I just don't remember, it's good or unnecessary, but I don't think that it is, so it helps that that's there. It's like, just in case, know that there's something here. This one I don't think is necessary though, because again, you can see the ledge, you want to dash to it, and then that leads also to a Gearbit. So I feel like they've been overused in some areas and underused in others. Like up here, this one, I kind of agree with its location. There's already this stuff on the floor kind of giving you the impression that there's something hidden back here, but since when you look to the right you see that it almost looks like this is a pathway. If this was filled in, then I don't think they would need that marker, but because this goes somewhere, you might be led to believe that you will backtrack into this area from some alternate path, which is what I originally thought and didn't figure out how to get that at first. My throat's kind of dry, sorry for all the raspy. Okay, so now this area, which you have to beat the northern boss to lower those. Cool. I normally bonk into the wall. And we're just going to go up here. So we're backtracking because I've already completed it, because I want to show you something at the end. Do you see it? Because I don't. This is a passable wall leading to Gearbit. Yes, it's not flat, but I still feel like because it's a dark area, unless someone's hugging the wall, they're very likely to miss this one. So like if you're going to put these in all these different places, I feel like this warrants a secret indicator, because I didn't find that my first time around. Also, there's this block here, and you'd think that... Oh no, I didn't. Wait, what? That was incredibly delayed. Oh, it doesn't cycle at the same time. That's interesting. Okay, I tried that once and I got crushed. It pushed me against the floor and I got crushed. And I was like, what? No way. Okay. So yeah, that's one area among several that I think could benefit from a marker. And I don't remember where they all were, but when I did a full playthrough, there was a few places I thought, I'm surprised there's not one here, given where else it has shown up. Yeah. But there's that one program or website that will check your save file to see which Gearbits, keys, monoliths you're missing, and will link to a video with a timestamp. Am I going the right way? What did I want to show here? Oh yeah, I remember now. For how to get to it. So that's cool. And now there's the interactive map. So there's just a lot of nice stuff that people in the community have made. And I'm going to link to all of that in the description below. So be sure to check that out for a lot of cool stuff. Whoops, I turned it off. Okay. Unfortunately, he didn't add a way to open that door, as far as I know. So we still can't open that door. And you still can't sit on elevators. Not that that one had a elevator transition. Boom. My face. You can also shoot through these doors, which is pretty nice. I doubt that's intended. But I'm not gonna complain. Oh, my favorite enemy. I think I missed my pistol shot. But if you do a shotgun blast followed by a sword slash, switch to the pistol, and do a pistol shot followed by, I think, 2 sword slashes, you take it out. Now, there used to be an invisible pathway that you started here. However, since they added the secret indicator, they started it up here, where it is. And I think the reason is they couldn't put that graphic on one of these disappearing, reappearing blocks. Because they would have to toggle it on and off. And I guess the framework just wasn't set up for that, so instead they moved it. I think that's kind of funny. I also don't know if it's because I've already been to that area, but when you go up here, previously the camera wouldn't show you the area down here. It would lock up to this room. So I don't know if that was another change they did or just a consequence of having been to the area before. Okay. So since my final video, or since the last video I did, the final secrets, there's a bunch of patches, and the main takeaways are they added co-op, which is super cool, and I'll show that in a follow-up video. And they added secret markers to a lot of things. They also cleaned up collision in a lot of places, and that's more or less it. Now, there is one Gearbit that they added, bringing the total to 186. Previously it was 176, they added 9, they took it to 185, and now it's at 176 because soccer. Or football, depending on where you are in the world. And I'm pretty sure they nerfed this guy. Either that or just he's not as vicious as he once was. He's still really mean. Oh gosh, he looked brutal. And the ball still has terrible hit detection, but I tried him on stream the other day and I beat him first try. So if you win, then there's blocks over here blocking you, and you can grab this final Gearbit. You also get an achievement for it. But seriously though, this guy cheats. Good luck. That's pretty much it. The videos in total now, some of the stuff is missing in the video, but it's noted in the comments, or noted in the description. It's annotated. There's follow-up videos. There's the final secrets thing. Everything's in there. Look, I'm not standing in the middle. That's because you have control before it starts. However, you can't sit down. Totally not upset about that at all. See, look, can't sit down. But in total now, these videos will show you where to get all 32 modules, which is the most important thing. All 16 monoliths, which is next important. All 16 keys, which you kind of need to get the other stuff. Yeah. as well as all 186 Gearbits and the 10 outfits. There's 11 outfits in total, counting your starting one, even though there's 12 slots. The 12th slot I think is reserved for some kind of bonus outfit. I don't actually know. So yeah, we're just gonna go beat the boss one final time. Judgment, because he's my favorite. Boss fights in this game are a ton of fun. And that'll be the end of my Hyperlight Drifter series. So I should probably think about what I want to do next, both on Twitch for the live stream, as well as I'm going to break these boxes so I get my ammo back. We'll be using the shotgun, of course, as well as what videos I want to cover on YouTube. And I think there's 2 recommendations that people have had that I'm probably going to do. That's right, didn't get hit there. The first is Titan Soul, because it's like a bunch of boss fights, this and that. Pixely graphics, stuff like that, and people have said that this game reminds them of that. The other is Fez. Hey, we're sliding. That's kind of funny, because Fez is all about puzzles and finding secrets, and I've played about an hour of Fez and I really liked it, so I want to go back and replay Fez. Well, actually finish Fez, because I've done very little in that game. And then I own Titan Souls, but I haven't actually played it. It's one of those that, you know, you happen to pick it up in a bundle that you're buying for something else type deals. So I've got those 2, and I'm probably going to do them. Most likely Titan Souls first, because I don't think it'll take that long, and then I'll do Fez, which I think will take quite a bit longer, because I want to give it the same walkthrough style guide, and that means I'm going to have to memorize a lot of the puzzles or have really good notes, and that game is deep, or at least that's my impression of it so far. And then the third game I'm interested in is actually something different. It's Out There Somewhere, which is only $2 on Steam. I'll link to it in the description. And it's this 2D side-scroller kind of puzzle platformer where you've got a gun that whenever you fire it, the projectile travels forward, and when it hits a wall or something that stops it, you'll teleport to that location. So it's like a teleportation gun with a bit of a delay. And you use that and momentum conservation to overcome a bunch of puzzles, as well as it interacts with different lights differently. Like red light stops it, blue light acts as a wall that you can pass through but bullets can't, and then green light deflects everything upward. So using those different colored lights in the platform, you can... Anyway, I'll link to that in the description as well, but it's pretty fun, and it seems like it's a relatively short game, but it's also big on secrets, and I think it would work well in this format. So those will likely be my next 3 projects, and again, I live stream on Twitch first playthroughs, and then once I figure everything out, I go back and I go offline and I record one of these videos, the guide walkthroughs. So I'll link to the Twitch below. And oh, I got a real job. I am a night desk worker at a hotel. So I moved back to Lexington, Kentucky. Staying with a friend right now. He's giving me a really good deal on rent. No, it is not free. And I'm working that job. So those 2 things are kind of my focus right now. I'm also helping with Run Jump Dev. They're putting on a game convention here in Lexington, Kentucky called Lex Play. I came up with the name. I'm pretty happy with it. Get it? Lex Play? Because Lexington... Anyway, it's at the end of October, so I'm going to help them plan it, and I might even be in charge of the speedrunning portion of the event. They've got a bunch of different things going on, and the organizer is a little interested in speedrunning and speedrun marathons, like games done quick. And so I think we might do something locally. That'd be pretty cool to help one of the local charities. Still haven't finalized details on that. So those are all things that are coming up, and that's kind of like what's going on, and one reason that I haven't recorded or uploaded anything in so long is because I've been working on that. Things are starting to settle down. We are getting close to the event, so there's going to be a lot of time dedicated to that. I'm still settling into the job, so when I'm not doing either of those things, I'll be streaming on Twitch or recording stuff for YouTube. And that's what's going on right now. Today's also my birthday, so my family's gonna come down and I'll hang out with them for a day, and then I got work the next day, or night, I guess. It's weird working third shift because it's like 11 to 7. So you say, oh yeah, I work Friday at 11 p.m. So you basically work Saturday morning. Dates lose almost all meaning with a schedule like this. So yeah, that's all that's going on. Also want to say thank you everyone that has been watching these videos and subscribing and commenting. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed interacting with all of you. 1,000 subscribers is pretty substantial, and it came kind of surprisingly. I got Hyperlight Drifter on a whim, really, because I was supposed to be practicing for a speedrun event that I wanted to do, a little special stream, but instead of practicing, I'm like, let's buy Hyperlight Drifter, and I played through it on stream. Got it on launch, and it was fun. And then I made these videos because I just like the game that much, and they I guess were something a lot of people wanted, because with something like this it can be really hard or frustrating to track down that last gear bit or the last key that you're missing. And yeah, it just was the right thing at the right time, and it went really well. So I don't know, I guess just thanks. It's been really awesome. Yeah, we'll let the credits finish out, and then that'll be it for this video. Looks like I'm going to clock in under 30 minutes, which is pretty good considering all of the previous videos were like over an hour long. One of my concerns was that they'd be a little too long for people, and I think the timestamps really help with that, because if you're looking for something specific, you can just skip around in it. But yeah, I got the impression that some people actually watched most of the video, and I was pretty pleased with that. So that's cool. I don't really know what a good length going forward would be. I'm sure it's going to vary by game, but I imagine half an hour would probably be better length than hour-long videos, because it's a lot to commit to. Granted, you can always like pause it and come back, but you get it. Oh, still really like this music. It's probably sold out, but you can buy the soundtrack, and they also released a cassette version, which is pretty cool. Oh, I might have edited the credits a little bit, but yeah, I just wanted to say thanks again everyone for watching. It's been a lot of fun. Be sure to check the description for links to those cool things that I told you about. The save checker, in case you're missing one thing, it'll help narrow it down. The interactive map, which is really cool for tracking stuff. As well as Out There Somewhere, which is a really good game. Granted, I haven't finished it, but so far it's been a really good game, and it's only $2, so check that out. And I'll be making videos on it, as well as Titan Souls and Fez coming up. I'm going to link to my Twitch channel if you want to follow that, so you can see me live stream. Twitch is a cool site if you haven't checked it out already. And that's about it. Take care everyone, and as always, happy drifting. I'll see you next time.